All right, my friends, how are you today? Very exciting day here. Very exciting energy coming our way. Aaron here bringing your daily horoscope for Wednesday, the 18th of December, 2019. We've got the moon still in the sign of Virgo, all right, all day today. Okay, it's going to be at the middle degrees in the morning time and moving its way by around noon Eastern Standard Time. It's going to meet up with Saturn, okay? It's going to create a perfect trine. All right, so the moon in Virgo, our emotional needs. What do we need? We need to be there for other people. We need to recognize ourselves. We need to be able to go with the flow. Virgo is a mutable sign, right? So that, like we talked about yesterday, this growing, giving, bearing our fruit, giving to others, very, very important. We're also going to have an opposition early on in the day. This is before we meet up with Saturn at noon. Virgo moon is going to oppose Neptune in Pisces, okay? So we're going to be faced with our addictions, battling our addictions. What do we need to let go of so that we can blossom the best? You know, we need to not dilute our crops with this Monsanto GMOs, okay? We need to make sure that what we're giving to our bodies, to our minds, to our hearts, and this includes thought, okay? We want to make sure that we are, just water and light, kind of pure. We want to make sure that what we're receiving is pure so we can think pure, so we can act accordingly pure, right? Virgo can be known, Virgo can be known to be a very analytical part of the zodiac. You know, it's making lists. It's the decision of what we're saying no to before we get into Libra. You know, Virgo the Virgin, what it means is to be not owned by something, not owned by someone, free to make decisions for ourselves, okay? So as we make decisions for ourselves, again, we're going to gravitate toward what we want to, who we want to help, and who we do not want to help. Becomes very easy. No, I don't want to work with you. Yes, I want to work with you, right? It's a fun aspect. So again, dealing with our own addictions, physical, chemical addictions, again, mental addictions, what's going on upstairs, are we being kind to ourselves? Are we beating ourselves up, right? So so that's early in the morning, this opposition to Neptune, because again, that like Neptune, the positive thing about Neptune and Pisces is saying like, dream bigger, whatever you think you can have, your wish is my command. If you wish it, you can will it. This is the beautiful aspect to Neptune and Pisces and Saturn and Capricorn. Okay, it's like asking the genie, "Your wish is my command," and we're not limited to 3 wishes. Your wish is my command. What do you want? So as we're making these Virgo lists in our brain, if we deserve love, if we deserve another opportunity over here, if we deserve this work, if we deserve this recognition, if we deserve whatever, or I should, this can tax us. So it's just like kind of allowing and accepting, being open to receiving. And as further, writing down the positive things, right? List making time is great when the moon is in Virgo. It's just like, yeah, what do I need? What do I want right now to help me, in this physical life, in this physical body? Help me to obtain and bring things into perfection. So then we got this trine to Saturn and Capricorn, right? So in that aspect, we can look at it like, if we're writing a book, and I know one of you is writing a book out there. So, it's like if you're writing a book or whatever it may be, that takes work. It takes patience. It takes consistency, So it's saying being consistent in our nature, being consistent at the work that we're doing. And although there might not be a reward for it immediately, this immediate gratification, which we've come accustomed to really enjoying, this immediate, fulfillment of something happening. Like taking our time to write a book or creating our Disneyland, creating whatever, it takes time. It takes patience. That's the beauty of Jupiter up there as well in Capricorn, expanding, and it's taking its patience, patient time moving through and saying, look, we can have all of these things if we just slowly, each nail on the board, we build the frame, then we build, the structure, and then we have a house, we have a home, So it's like we're building our home that we're going to be living in. That home, metaphorically, home is something that we can, is going to sustain us for the future. Right? So the first part of the day, again, battling, maybe we don't need that coffee. Maybe we can get through this, if we're, my friend just posted, I love it. My brother Eric just posted this. It's like, if you're, so accustomed to drinking coffee before noon and waking up and having a cup of coffee, it's sleep deprivation that you're battling and a caffeine addiction. It could be, so it's just like recognizing some of these things. Anyway, not talking too much about that, but it's good food for thought. It's an interesting aspect. So then as the day moves on, again at noon, we've got this meeting with Saturn and the moon. Then the day moves on and we've got the moon meeting up with Pluto. This is a trine. Let me show you the chart. There it is. So here's noon. And this time, look at this. We've got this quintile happening right there, that light line from the moon to the water sign of Cancer. Okay, earth and water is the creation of life. Earth and water, earth and water. Really, really beautiful and powerful aspect. Can we be more compassionate at who we're giving to? And being unconditional is the sign of Virgo. Okay? So early in the day, you see that 16 degrees. I'm not going to take it back, but that's all right. At noon here, 19 degrees, Saturn and the moon meet up. This is the last time they're going to meet up this year. The trine. They're going to meet up when the moon comes and connects on the 26th, I do believe. Okay, so this trine is very important before we get to this eclipse. This trine is very important. Okay. And we're going to get to that story in a second. As you see here, right around 3 p.m., okay, we're going to really be feeling this and this connection here, okay? It's about emotion meeting with our physical form. Our physical form is wanting to give, wanting to work for other people, and transforming how we do that and being consistent in how we do that, being unconditional in our nature, all right? I always like the expression, this true love is the scent a flower gives off when it's stepped on. Okay, that's powerful. There's a powerful meaning in that because the flower is just giving. It's just doing its job. As sometimes we just need to do our job and just be the people we are. And sometimes other people can project onto us, whether the flower or the fruit is beautiful or tasty or nutrient. You know what I mean? Or if it's not. But that doesn't change who we are, okay? It doesn't change who we are, whether what somebody else's ego projection of us is. It's important for us to be unconditional and unconditionally giving, right? Now, I'm gonna wrap this up with an interesting story because this just happened to me tonight. This is what I'm filming this right now at 9:20 on Tuesday evening. So many of you know I work in the film industry, right? And I just got off of a job working for a television show and drove immediately to another set to help somebody else out for no charge, but went there to just go help their production out, okay? And it was filming a basketball game. Now, this is a really powerful story here, so please, bear with me as I share this because this is the meat of this astrology reading and what's happening today into tomorrow. Okay, this is so beautiful. So these two teams were filming. Okay, Team A is up 81 points to 17 points. Team B. 81 to 17. It's a slaughter, okay? I'm not a huge sports guy, but that is a brutal, brutal beating. And at 2 minutes, just over 2 minutes left of the game, the coach has on his team, Coach A team that's up 83 points, okay? Or 81 points, whatever it was. It was either way, crazy high. Brings out a gentleman on his team it's a young autistic kid, okay? We're dealing with young kids in this. And the young autistic kid comes out and joins the team. And the Team A has the ball in their court. And they keep passing the ball to the young autistic kid to shoot it and to make a bucket, okay? And he keeps missing, and then they get it, and they rebound it. I mean, again, this team's up 80 to 17. It's not hard for them to grab the rebound, okay? So they keep getting the rebound and giving it back to him, and the kid keeps shooting and missing. Now, here's the meat. The other team gets the rebound, okay? The other team understands what's happening. And the other team passes the ball back to the kid. Then the kid shoots and scores. And I'm getting emotional right now. And I did then too. Because when I saw that, honestly, I teared up. I couldn't even see my bag. I couldn't even mix. I'm just blindly like wiping my eyes because of how beautiful and how powerful that is. You're already getting beat. 17 to 81. And now at this point, it was 83 when the kids scored the goal. But the opposing team was able to pass the ball. Because, again, 21 degrees of Capricorn, Pluto, accepting defeat gracefully, right? It's like, what did it matter to them to grab the ball in defense, to run down and shoot to get 19 points at just a minute and a half left of the game at this point? Nothing. It meant nothing. But it meant so much more for them to pass the ball to this kid and have his life-changing goal, that life-changing experience. I'm getting choked up right now. But there's so much power to that. Can we do the same? Are we able to pass the ball to our opposing team, to our enemy, to give when we just know we don't need it? Does nothing. That extra point does nothing for me. But what it can do for the other can be life-changing. That is the meat of the day, right? Beautiful story. Anyway, that's how that's it. That's it. Can we pass the ball to the opposing team and allow them to score, even though they're already up so much? But it's that impact of it's the greater good, Anyway, so that's how I'm ending this one. Thank you as always. We'll see you tomorrow, all right? Have an impactful day changing somebody else's life for the better. I know you will.